What's going on? This your boy Aristotle Investments. I just jumped off the porch with 30 Glove Bastard.
Clothes busted, nose dusted, watch the older bros hustling. Started off wrong, but you couldn't.
All right, so we got Aristotle Investments off the porch with us today.
What's going on, y'all? What's going on?
How you feeling today, bro?
Great, great.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you coming by today, man. I was kind of looking forward to this all week, and then everything went to hell these last couple of days, so now I'm even more excited for it.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
So how's your 2021 starting off?
Honestly, great, man. Like, money circulating, going up. Stock market, I've been doing well. You know, business booming, more connections, more moves, you know, living life.
Yeah.
Everything's just coming into order. You know, I'm really just doing it.
Okay, that's what's up, man. So Atlanta native, right?
Yeah, from Cleveland Avenue area, but you might as well say South Side.
Gotcha.
Like, my granddad from the Riverdale part, and then my mom, well, my dad's side from Cleveland Avenue, and then my mom's side from the Riverdale area.
Okay. So how would you describe your childhood growing up there?
My mom had me at 19, and she had my sister at 17. So, you know, teenage pregnancy. So, you know, of course, we didn't start off, you know, middle class. We had to go through, my mom had to come up in her career. So I lived with my dad for a certain period of time. We lived off Conley Road, Cleveland Avenue. It was in the hood, but, you know, my dad took care of me, made sure I was safe.
Yeah.
But of course, you see things, you know, murders, all types of stuff. You know?
Absolutely, yeah. Growing up, what did you think you would be doing when you got older? Or what did you want to do when you got older?
My first dream was to be an architect, because I used to draw in my sketchbook. I met this architect, I forgot his name, but he was one of the first black architects to get anything built. So he came to our school for a career day, and I showed him my sketchbook. He gave me his card, and I gave it to my mom. And when she moved back to Atlanta, she was living in South Carolina at the time. So that's when I was living with my dad. My mom was living in Florence, South Carolina. So my mom moved back to Atlanta and everything. She let me, you know, meet him and stuff. So my first dream was to be an architect.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would have been dope too, man.
Yeah.
So what had motivated you to join the Army when you were 18?
I couldn't afford college, honestly. I didn't want to go. I'm gonna just be honest with you, but because my stepfather was in, I kind of saw what was going on. Like, you know, he joined the Army kind of late, like in his mid-30s. So, and he joined when I was in high school. So yeah, I kind of saw what it was about already. I already knew what was going on. So I was like, you know what? I can do it real quick so I can get some money to go to college. Because the goal was to go to college, be an architect or computer science. I was studying that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
How would you describe your time in the Army then?
My time in the Army, honestly, it was fun. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really enjoyed the experience from start to finish. I didn't like the structure of it, you feel me? Like, taking away the freedoms, but as far as the people I met, competing with people, just, you know, that whole athletic side, like pushing yourself, like that really taught me something in life, like being on time, you know what I'm saying, like never quitting and being able to deal with, you know, BS, like, and getting over it. You know, the Army really taught me that.
Yeah. And you were cutting hair while you were in the Army too, right?
Yeah, I actually started cutting hair. This is how barbering came into play. My mom, I'm the only boy my mom had, so I have 3 sisters. So, you know, like taking me to the barber shop every week wasn't her thing. Let's just say that, because she was so used to doing her hair and this and that. So she didn't understand that I wanted my hair cut every week or every 2 weeks. You know, she was kind of doing it every month. So I was like, well, I can't have that. So I started learning how to cut my own hair. So I started cutting my own hair when I was about 16. I started getting good at it. So once I got into basic training, I was already cutting my hair in high school. By my senior year, I got good at it. I could line up the front of my hair, the back of my hair. I could put designs in my head. Like, I was practicing because I knew I had to. You know what I'm saying? It was perfect timing during the summertime to learn. So I really taught myself during the summer when people couldn't see me so I can mess up on my hair. You feel me? Because, you know, all I would do is go to work, put on a hat, you feel me? So you really couldn't see my hair anyway. So I started getting good at it. So when I got the basic training, I immediately bought some clippers and said, hey, I cut hair. And it was perfect because everyone rocking the bald head. So it's like anything is better than that. You feel me? Anything is better than that. So, you know, they just started letting me practice on their head. So at first I was messing them up, but then I started getting good. So I learned how to cut hair through trial and error in AIT, you know, the part after basic training.
Okay.
So yeah, like then our AIT was 6 months long because I had a job where it required a high test score. So I was a information technology specialist in the Army. So I was a pretty smart guy. I got a high score on the ASVAB, so I chose that job on purpose because I researched before I went in the Army jobs that make the most when you get out. So I was already plotting my escape before I even went in. Like I was literally knew I was going to get out, and I wanted to get a 6-figure job so I already knew at 18 years old, all I need is these certifications, a top secret clearance, and then somebody's going to land me a 6-figure job out here. Automatically, I already knew that. So I was like, but my goal was to be an entrepreneur. So all I needed was 100,000 or 10,000, like just some money, and I was going to start a business. So as I started cutting hair and learning and making money, soon I scaled it up to 3,000 a month, you know, on the side.
Yeah.
So I was getting paid like $2,000 a month from the Army, and I was making $3,000 from there. So I was making 5,000 a month. I was lit. I was only like 19, 20, making $5K a month.
And they take care of most of your expenses too.
Oh man, but see, I lived below my means though. I still lived on that 2,000. So I was stacking the 3,000 every month and living completely on that, you know, on that 2,000. Cause I really wasn't materialistic. You feel me? Like I got on this, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's drip. This is what people like to see. This grab their attention, to be honest.
Yeah.
But really, I'm just a Nike wearing person, honestly. I love Nike. So yeah, like, that's really how it was. Like the Army was excellent in barbering. I made a lot of money. Yeah.
And you started investing that money while you were still in the Army?
Yeah, so what happened was, it's a funny story. I went to the bank, right? And I was about to put up my money. I came in there with a stack of cash, like 10,000. I was on like 19, and then the lady laughed at me. So it was 2 women like there. She was like, why don't you just invest this? Like, why y'all young boys carry all this money? You know what I'm saying? So I started Googling like when I got home. So I was like, you know what, she right. So I still deposited the money into the bank, but I was like, cause I had a lot of money. And it's a picture of me with cash that lay across, and it'll say Aristotle. And that's literally the money I use to start my business. I spelled out my middle name, which is my longest name. So yeah, like I went home, Googled how to make extra money from my phone, because I felt like I was doing too much manual labor with barbering. So I was like, I need to figure out a way to, because I'm in the Army, I get up at 5 a.m. and don't get home till 5 p.m. So it's like, I don't have time. I got to figure out something where I could do this I know I can be on my phone sometimes at work, because I have a computer job. So I'm like, cool. All I need to do is figure out a way to make money from my phone. So I went home, Googled it, then I saw invest on every form. Like, the only way you're gonna make money from your phone is the stock market. So I'm like, I had an epiphany. I'm like, dang, no women just laughed at me. It was like God was drawing me to investing. I was like, these women just laughed at me at the bank. I go on Google, this is the only way to make money from my phone. So I'm like, guess I gotta learn this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a smart guy. I self-taught myself how to barber, and I'm making 3,000 a month. So I'm like, okay, I can do this. Like, people don't know this about me, but I made good grades in high school. Even though I come from the hood, this and that, what people don't understand is everyone from the hood isn't bad people. There are people who live there that are just poor, You get what I'm trying to say? They're regular people, they have sense. Their kids, they dress them up, do good things for their kids. It's kids in the hood who got PS5s, this and that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just choose to live there for whatever reason. Like, it's some people who actually not doing bad that live in the hood. But people wouldn't know that, because that's not what music makes it seem to be. So I say that to say, my family, we were good people. We just lived in apartments that was tore down in a bad area. You get what I'm trying to say? So that didn't change the fact that my parents still wanted me to get good grades and, you know, be a good person. You feel me? So my parents still always had good values, no matter what financial situation they was in.
So what was your initial investment? How much did you invest at first?
Oh, my initial investment? It was in Canadian marijuana.
Okay.
So Canopy Growth, Kronos Group, Aurora Cannabis, which is ACB now. I can remember all of them. Apple. I bought some shares of Facebook, Square. But really it was the marijuana stocks, which they're going up again right now. In 2021, they're finally going back up to the spots where I bought them. It's crazy. So people don't know this, but back in, I think it was 2018, Tilray went to $300. But right now it's like worth $15. So I caught that boom that day. But what's crazy was I was married, right? So I got married while I was in the Army at 22 years old. So my wife gave me, so I saved up some money, but I spent a lot of money on vacations and wooing my wife. Like I took her on a nice vacation back in the day. So I started saving money again. I saved up like 10,000 and then started investing it or whatnot. And then like I made so much money off the 2,000 though that my wife gave me. So she gave me an extra 2,000 from her college refund, right? Because she wanted to, you know, invest in my dream. Because I told her, like, look, I'm doing good in the stock market. Like, look at my numbers. Like, I just need whatever cash we get. Like, I'm going all in because I'm figuring this out. I'm like, this is my way of getting out the Army. Like, I'm like, and she believed in me. Like, that's what really, like, attracted me to her. Like, you know, most women, they'd be like, stay in the Army, do your 20 years. This is a safe job. Like, but she saw I really didn't like being there. And she didn't like me, you know, having to go to the field, be away, possibly having to deploy. So she was with it. She was like, shoot, if you can figure out something to like, within a year and a half, do that. You know what I'm saying? So I figured it out. Well, it was like, I had like 2.5 years left on my contract before I started really heavily investing. So yeah, man, I literally poured money. I had beginner's luck. Like I turned, I turned 7,000 to 14,000. I doubled my money. But what I did was I was posting my progress on Instagram. So that started catching on, like people like this guy's like posting his progress and telling us his investment ideas for free, right? So I was doing it for free just to like, you know, build, I guess, clout. Like I don't know what I was doing it for, but I just really wanted to build another Instagram. Or really because like the people who knew me, they didn't understand me. You feel me? So like I was posting on my Facebook, on my personal Instagram, and it felt like nobody was liking it. Nobody was like paying attention to it. Like I was like, you know what? I need to reach out strangers. Like maybe they'll feel this. So that's what I did. I created another Instagram. And that taught me something like too, don't ever sell to the people you know. Strangers is what's gonna get you the money. Like don't ever like sell to them. Like that really taught me something, because I never had that pressure that people had of, oh, family don't support me or this and that, because I never sold to them in the first place. So like whether they supported me or not, it didn't matter. I still loved them. So you know what I'm saying? Like that's how it was. But it was one day, a guy came to me. He was like, if you teach me how to invest, I pay you $100 a month. Right? So I was like, nah, I don't want to be responsible. I know I'm getting to the money. I know y'all see this, but I don't want to be responsible for anybody losing it or nothing like that. So my wife ended up getting pregnant. And what's crazy was, we always talk about this, my wife kind of manifested it. Like out of nowhere, she wanted to be pregnant. Now, remind you, like, this is crazy. I got 1 year left in the Army, a year and a half left. She's in her senior year of college. She was valedictorian of her high school, so when we first started talking, the reason we broke up was because she said she was a freshman in college when we first started talking. The reason we broke up was because she was like, she was pretty much saying like, she was scared of me, like because she really wanted to like do good in school and I'm a distraction. So I was confused how like, I'm treating you right. So, you know, I ain't do nothing wrong. Like, why would you, you know, I'm a good distraction. She was like, nah, like I don't, you know, pretty much saying I don't want to end up getting pregnant, nothing like that, or falling in love. And I just was doing so well in high school. You know, she was #1 in her high school. She was like, you know, I can't really afford no setbacks. So I was like crazy. And then out of nowhere, her senior year of college, she asking me for a baby. I'm like, of course we married, you know, we in love. But I'm like, whoa, like you were just telling me 4 years ago, like I'm a distraction. So it's crazy because my son is the reason we're rich to this day. Because the moment she told me she was pregnant, that's when I started my company. So remember how that guy told me, hey, I'll pay you $100 a month? She told me she was pregnant. I literally like sat there for 5 minutes, like just staring at the toilet. Cause you know, she just got out the toilet, handed me the pregnancy test. So I'm just staring at the pregnancy test and like, you know, just staring at it for 5 minutes. And I'm like, well, I gotta figure out something. Cause I'm not finna be in this Army. That's what I was thinking too. I was like, and on top of that, I wanna be able to see my son like walk, talk, this and that. And then I was like, and then on top of that, like my wife need to be comfortable while she's pregnant, you know? So I was like, I gotta get her off her feet. So I'm already like, it's like I became a boy to a man right then and there. Cause I was like, I gotta get her off her feet. I gotta make sure my son got a father to look up to. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, like no offense to anybody in the military, but I was like, you know, I just don't want this to be what my son see me as, especially as a black man, you know what I'm saying? I want him to see me as something different. You know, something that stand for a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying the Army don't stand for nothing or nothing like that, but me personally, I felt like I stood for more than that. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like I had a good time. It was honorable. You know, I got my honorable discharge, nothing like that. I salute anybody in, but it just wasn't for me. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how I personally feel. Don't cut that. Keep that. So, yeah, like, yeah, man, like I really just started the company right after she told me she was pregnant. I texted the guy, said, yeah, run that 100. He paid me. He was serious. He was waiting on me. And then next thing you know, I post the progress of his account. He going up, I'm going up. So people like, okay, I want to pay too. Like, it put me on, I pay that. That ain't nothing. Like, you making money. Then another person, then another person, then another person. Out of nowhere, I'm making like another 1,000 a month, like days after she told me she was pregnant. I figured out a way. I was already making at that time like 7K because I was cutting hair and I was getting paid 4,000 from the Army because I got married to her, so it's extra money. Your money doubles when you get married. Mm-hmm. So I was making 7,000 a month. So I was already thinking I was doing something, you feel me? Especially to be 21, 22 at the time. So now I'm making about 10,000 a month out of nowhere, right? And I'm looking at her like, okay, you ready to quit? She like, that ain't enough. Like, you gotta replace my income. So I said, so you telling me if I replace your income, you gonna quit your job and let me take care of you and you can, you know, possibly help me with my business? She was like, yeah. So, yeah, a month later, I'm making about 30K a month.
Oh, shit.
Like literally a month after she told me she was pregnant, I'm making about 30K. So about February 1st, the first week of February of 2019, she quit her job. She quit but she still finished school though. She graduated in that May. But yeah, she quit. And then I told her, look, all you gotta do is manage the customers when they come in, occasionally answer my DMs, you know, just manage my lifestyle and I'll take care of us. I'll do this, like I'll take us to the moon. That's what happened. I literally put all the money in her, like, I trusted her with everything. Like, here, take care of my money. Just let me focus on the company and just growing the company. Yeah. And that's how we took off. She doing all the back end stuff. I'm doing all the front end stuff. You feel me? So, and it's like that to this day. You know what I'm saying? We like the perfect duo, and then we scaled it. Like we went from 30K a month the first month of business. Well, I was bringing that in. Now about the second month, about 30K, and then I don't want to say what I make a month now, but
That's a good 60 days right there. That first 60 days.
oh yeah, first 60 days I took off, and then and then on top of that, I was writing the book while she was pregnant. Even before I already started writing the book, so I was already like investing before she even got pregnant. But so like that's the crazy thing. I was already doing it because I was like I had to figure out a way to pretty much like bring in some extra income. But like I knew I had to turn it up a notch when she got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was already hustling with the investing before she even thought about getting pregnant. But that's when I decided to create a group chat, write a book, all that. So I was already writing my book. So my book finished, but I ain't gonna lie, like I was slacking on it. But when she told me she was pregnant, man, I started getting to it. So I wrote my book. My book went viral. Like on Twitter, wherever it went viral, I don't know to this day.
What's the name of the book?
Aristotle Investing God.
Okay.
So I sell about 20 copies of that a day.
Still.
To this day. Like we can look at my notifications right now. It's gonna be some sales.
Yeah.
So like, and I did one ad for it the first time I launched it and never did one again. It sold organically from that point on. So like, that's where a lot of my wealth came in fast, was my book, because it went viral. And then like everybody was waiting on it because I was gonna give away my investing secrets. And that's what I did. I poured like at the time, almost everything I knew about investing. Like I didn't hold back, and nobody ever seen somebody do that before. Like give them the game, and it was only $20. It took off.
Why is $20 spent for anyone?
Oh yeah,
because
because I realized like if you want to grab people's attention, sometimes you gotta like, some people be afraid to give people stuff for cheap. But see, I realized like you gotta work your way up. Like I never started charging high. I always started charging low and working my way up. Like I gotta earn that respect of charging that price. Like a lot of people don't do that in business. They just come out charging $5,000 because they think they somebody, and they listen to this quote or this billionaire that they just met yesterday tell them, you know your worth. Go ahead and charge them folk $5,000. So yeah, you're gonna make $15,000. You might get 3 customers a month. You might think you're doing something. But see me, because I'm charging so little, I'm getting almost 50 customers a day.
Oh, shit.
You see what I'm saying? So people don't know that though. You know what I'm saying? Like, so just how you gotta do it. You gotta learn human psychology in business, you feel me?
Real shit.
Yeah.
So what's your thoughts on this this week of trading that's been going on with GameStop, AMC, and everything?
I knew you were gonna add me that. So, of course, it's a short squeeze. You know what I'm saying? It's a short squeeze. The Wall Street bets chat, all that. You know what I'm saying? Basically, a group of guys said, you know, let's outsmart the institutions. Let's force them to buy. So basically, they were short selling the shares, and then if you pump in a lot of money to it, if you start buying shares, it forces them to cover, to kind of like, it's like musical chairs. It forces them to cover by buying a whole bunch of more shares because they got to cover their shorts. And it just makes the prices go up. So it's like market manipulation, but it takes a lot of people to do it. And that's why they shut down everything that's associated with that, because hedge funds are losing money because they got to cover their shares or whatnot and pretty much force the stock to squeeze up. So like now they like banning all like the low volume cheap stocks right now. So that's what's going on. You feel me? But
is that illegal what they did?
In their eyes, in the government's eyes, everything's illegal when they're not
the
beneficiary of it. You feel me? But like in reality, they just playing the same game y'all play on them. You know what I'm saying? But you know.
To your knowledge, has that ever happened before?
Yeah, short squeezes happen before all the time. Like people do it with cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Even these low volume stocks, people do it. It's possible.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the cryptocurrency?
I personally don't trade it, you know what I'm saying? Because like, yeah, you spare me that. I personally don't trade it because like, it feels just not my forte. I feel like you don't have to be in everything. Like I do the stock market, I'm doing real estate, I got land, I got books, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just comfortable not messing with crypto. I don't care if it makes $1 million. I done made $1 million doing this, you feel me? So I feel like you don't gotta participate in everything. That's just not my way. Like Forex, cryptocurrency. I will try Forex before I try crypto though.
Okay.
Because I can translate for it. It's speaking money. I can go buy stuff with Forex. Like, you feel me? Like, I'm the type of person who like to invest to get a return. You feel me? Like, so, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I'm ignorant to crypto. So I'm one of those people who are realists. Like, I don't know about it. Don't even care to know about it. But I do understand options, the regular stock market, institutions, all that, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, all that. You feel me? Yeah.
Are you more into the like daily trading or long term?
All that. I do long term, daily trading. That's just what I do.
If someone's watching this and they're looking to get into the stock market, what's a good starting point, investment wise, money wise?
Cheap stocks. I mean, honestly, like, what is their goal? Do they have a lot of money or do they don't? They do? They have a lot of money?
Oh, is that the factor?
Yes, because that will tell me where they need to go. If they have a lot of money, I can point them in this direction. If they trying to come up, I can point them in this direction. You see what I'm saying? So what's the scenario?
Say 5,000 to start off. Would that be a good starting point or do they need more?
Yeah, they can build something with 5,000.
Okay.
They can build something buying shares. Of course, they can trade options, do this and that, but with 5,000, let's say a stock like AT&T, or with 5,000, if you're buying shares, which is meaning you buying a piece of the company. So if AT&T is worth $30, you got to spend $30 for AT&T, right? And if AT&T goes up $1, you have made $1. It's at 31. You bought it at $30. It went up 31. You made $1. See what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you buying shares, you definitely want to buy those type of companies, like a AT&T, a Coca-Cola, a Pfizer, because they doing a coronavirus. Like you want to like look. Well, I'm not recommending anybody buy these. I'm just saying like these are the companies you want to research. The AT&Ts, the Coca-Colas, the stocks under $50, but can possibly take off, like a DraftKings. Y'all missed the way with Beyond Meats, and Boeing is having a pullback. Let me think of some more stocks they should check out. Looking for some Carnival Cruise Line, American Airlines, Delta Airlines.
Because all these are pretty low right now.
They're all low, you see what I'm saying? So you want to catch them while they're down. Like I bought Kroger and BJ's. So you know BJ's is like the Costco before Costco got popular, you feel me? You know BJ's. So I bought them, made $10,000 off them. Bought Kroger, made $12,000 off them the other day because I invested in Kroger while they were down at the lows and just held it because I believe in Kroger. See, what people don't know about Kroger, see, I used to work there. People don't know that Kroger is not just on the East Coast. Kroger is everywhere around the US. They have a lot of stores, but what Kroger does is they let you keep your name, right? But they'll buy your store. So for instance, in Kansas, Kroger is called Dillon's. It's not called Kroger. They let the store keep their name to kind of like, so like it won't scare away the people, like the locals.
So they buy other chains.
They buy a lot of chains around the world like that people don't know. So you might go to a grocery store in Alaska and it's gonna be called something different, but they owned by Kroger. It's called something weird though, but it's owned by Kroger. You should look it up. So I know that, but the average person won't. You feel me? And that's what I realize about life too. Sometimes life experiences can make you a better investor. Like because I went on a cruise before and I went on different brands of cruises, I know that Carnival Cruise Line is a powerhouse because I've looked at the ships. You know what I'm saying? Like weighed out my options when I was looking at cruises. So as an investor, I already know like brand recognition and how I can kind of gauge how profitable Carnival is versus these and this and that without even looking at a balance sheet, just from life experiences. So Kroger, I made $12K off Kroger off life experience, more so than anything, you feel me? So you want to invest, if you have 5,000, into cheap stocks that are down now. Carnival Cruise Line, AT&T, Coca-Cola, look into stocks like Cisco. You need to be investing in safe powerhouses, profitable companies, and that pay good dividends.
Yeah, I got you, man. What were your thoughts when you learned that, I think this tweet that went viral, when Meek Mill tweeted out about Tesla and Bitcoin, and then it dropped like the next day?
What's crazy is I was trying to holler at Meek Mill. Like trying to, I can definitely educate him on what to do. But honestly, like, it's because it's becoming a wave. Everybody making money, you feel me? But I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm one of the most high profile black people doing it right now. You feel me? Like, that's in the game. And I'm making it easy and understandable and readable for our people. Like, I know all the sides of the game, the trading, the long-term investing side. You see what I'm saying? See, a lot of people don't know the trading side. They know the long term. I know that side, and I know it better than them. And I know the trading side, and they wouldn't dare step in my arena. This is MMA over here. See, long term, that's boxing. Trading, that's MMA. That's where the real fighters play. And I know how to fight now. You see what I'm saying? So, but anyways, as far as Tesla, like, it's like, with Meek Mill, I feel like I commend what he's doing. He's bringing attention to it, regardless if he's ignorant to what's going on. At least his mind is flowing. He gonna get there one day. You feel me?
Yeah. All right. So, what are some of these programs you have available to help people learn the game? You mentioned you got, what is it, the group chat?
Group chat, #1 group chat in the world. I got the #1 course in the world, taught by 3 millionaires. Me, my boy Mike, and Unraveler. We're diverse though. Mike is a Caucasian, but he speaks Spanish. He's a very smart guy. He learned on his own. Unraveler is Indian. He's from South India. So these are my bros. You feel me? So yeah, I have a very diverse company. Staff, I have 6 black people, most of them family. And then the rest is just anything, Indian, white, Hispanic, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like to keep it diverse. Diversity is, there's more money in diversity. People don't realize that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you do monthly lessons as well?
AMU, what we do is we teach a live course, and we allow you to ask questions after it. You feel me? So not only are we teaching you, and then we let you watch the recordings too. That's the beauty of it. We teach you everything. We teach you from A to Z. We teach you the stock market terminology. We teach you how to trade. We teach you how to read the charts. We teach you how to day trade, scalp. Scalp is when you buying something and selling it within minutes. We teach you how to swing trade. We teach you all the high probability strategies. So what people don't realize in trading, you need something called high probability strategies, right? So that's what we teach. And we know it the best, you see what I'm saying? Because we're scholars at the game, you feel me? We study everything, like iron sharper iron. So wherever I'm weak, that's what he knows. And wherever he's weak, that's what my boy knows, you feel me? So we became a powerhouse. We sold out every month since I dropped that course. Every single month we sold out. I have yet to not sell out. I dropped it in May 2020. In fact, we double sold out a few months.
How many slots are available each month?
500 now.
Oh, wow.
But now we're doing it to 400, but a lot of time we always oversell out. So it's 400 right now and we charge 440. So you do the math and then we split that. So we making $250,000 a month and then we split that. Of course, more money got to go to ads and all this stuff, but you know how I go.
Yeah. All right, what's some of your long-term goals for yourself and for your companies?
Honestly, this is gonna sound crazy, but my goal is to help people get here. I already did what I needed to do. I'm gonna be honest with you. I never knew I could even touch 6 figures until I was like 30. Then I touched it in a month. Every month since I was 22. So it's like, I don't really have any money goals anymore. It's more so like goals to really like make an impact on teaching people. And you know what I'm saying? Like, cause when you have a passion and a purpose, the money gonna come, you feel me? So like really, I just really wanna like get black people especially versed in finance. So the only way to reach my people is to entertain them. Wear this, Rolexes, Barbering, all that. That's so I gotta give them what they wanna see so they can listen to me. See what I'm saying? Now granted, I have a diverse crowd, right? So of course I have a lot of white people that fuck with me. Indians, Asians, because I welcome everybody and they know my staff. My staff is diverse. You feel me? My 2 closest friends, white and Indian. And of course my right-hand man back there, Jeff, black, that's my cousin. You feel me? And then my wife, of course. But like I said, that's my goal, is to like just keep inspiring people through my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Through what I do. You know, I'm not no Black Lives Matter person, no political, I don't participate in politics. I'm just straight up human being. I control my own self, you feel me? Like, I don't really believe in none of that stuff.
Feel that.
Yeah.
All right. Any shout outs before we wrap it up?
Shout out to Instagram Queen Aristotle. Shout out to Aristotle Investments, Honey Drip Trading. And I want to shout out my OGs too. Billionaire Fly from Think It's a Game.
Okay.
Yeah, trending because, you know, of course, of that Lucci situation. But he been a good mentor to me, you feel me? Jason Jeter, T.I.'s manager from Grand Hustle. I actually bought his house. He's been a good mentor to me. A person I fuck with too is Desi Banks' manager, Cord. I fuck with him. And then Keisha, she a realtor. Eyeless Luxury, I fuck with her. And then my boy Jeff, Rich Forever, back there, my cousin. You know, he the one who got me in contact with y'all. So, yeah. You know, that's my PR type shit. You know how I go. Mm-hmm. And he got a restaurant, shout out to Grips, Good Eats and Treats. If you ever come to Atlanta, they got the best fried shrimp in Atlanta, in the world for real, but you gotta get the lemon pepper fried shrimp. Try it, I'm telling you. Try the lemon pepper fried shrimp with the fries, and then you gotta try the all berry French toast or the fruity pebble French toast. I'm telling you, it's not a game. My family full of entrepreneurs and hustlers, and we're bringing us to the top. That's it, man. Aristotle Investments.
Clothes busted, nose dusted, watch the older bros hustling. Started off wrong, but you couldn't